An Alaska Marital Settlement Agreement outlines the terms for an uncontested divorce and separates the couple's property, alimony responsibilities, and child support or custody arrangements. Since settling outside of court is cost and time effective, we have produced this video to discuss how the document works and underscore some key legal requirements. We're eForms, the world's biggest database of legal documents. Make sure to watch to the end of this video where we'll give you a link to where you can make your own marital settlement agreement online, potentially saving you thousands of dollars during the divorce process. First, let's begin by briefly highlighting what is a marital settlement agreement. As noted, a marital settlement agreement records the basic terms of a divorce arrangement between a married couple, such as which spouse gets to keep any jointly owned real or personal property. Among its many functions, the contract divides assets, alimony, and other pertinent property. Now, why is it important? Speaking generally, completing a settlement can be the difference between a drawn-out court battle and an expedited process with minimal friction between the spouses. Provided both parties and their legal representation, if any, see eye to eye on the distributions, the divorce can be quicker and more affordable when compared to undergoing trial proceedings in superior court. Putting together the agreement can be rather straightforward if and when both parties understand the legal requirements in Alaska. Alaska is one of the 41 states governed by equitable distribution laws. Equitable distribution is the fair separation of assets, meaning it's often not necessarily an equal divide. The dispersion will be left to a judge's discretion if the spouses are unable to reach a settlement or face a heavily contested divorce. When applying equitable distribution, the courts may take into account the duration of the marriage, what each spouse paid for, employability of each spouse, assets and debts of each spouse or combined, and sources of income and amount. It's worth reiterating that a marital settlement agreement can be used in Alaska to avoid such distribution by the courts. If both spouses agree on most terms, they can file for an uncontested divorce using this agreement to outline their desired conditions and presenting it to a judge for approval. Do note that a judge may deny a settlement if said judge deems it unfair after viewing each spouse's credentials. Finally, since grounds for divorce must be stated by the filing spouse when initiating divorce and looking to settle, they must clearly specify under which grounds the legal action is being taken. Some of the most common grounds include, but are not limited to, adultery, felony conviction, desertion for at least 1 year, cruel and inhumane treatment to the other spouse, incompatible temperament, habitual drunkenness for at least 1 year, drug addiction, and incurable mental illness. If each spouse commits to a compromise, the process typically takes about 2 or 3 months. Each spouse should ensure that they do their part in order to accelerate the process while still attempting to protect their assets. We're eForms, the biggest database of legal documents. We have created an expansive and state-specific template that covers every last detail of the Alaska Marital Settlement Agreement. To get this official template that can be used to file for divorce in your local superior court, simply click on the link below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more daily videos.